Clayton County police are looking for a man who they say ran away during a traffic stop. Also, officers say that he pulled a gun.
Atlanta News First reporter Madeline Montgomery is on Upper Riverdale Road with what else police are now saying.
Police tell us that they pulled over the man right over here on the road, and they say that the man was asked to get out of the vehicle, and police say that's when the man started to run. Now officers started running after the man, and that's when officers say they saw the man pull a gun from his waistband, and police tell us that those officers started firing at the man, and they did not indicate whether or not the man was hit or if they know whether or not he was hit. Police say that they did not catch the man. They say that no officers were hurt in this situation. They say officers did find a gun at the scene of this chase. We did see dozens of officers out here early this morning investigating this scene. They had the road shut down for hours now. The road has been back open for some time now. They say the investigation is ongoing, and we have reached out to get a description of the person that Clayton County police are looking for. We're still waiting for a description at this time. Reporting in Clayton County, I'm Madeline Montgomery, Atlanta News First.